to my channel. Today this video is going to be on this look here, and it's using the Lorac Queen palette from the Royal Collection. It does come with 4 eyeshadow palettes like this. My son purchased this for me. He gave it to me as a gift, so thank you, Solomon, so much if you're watching this video. But if you want to see how I created this, you know, burgundy, pinky, smoky eye using the Queen palette, then just hang out with me and stay tuned. You will see exactly how I created this look. Okay? Bye guys, see you later. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and here we go. Let's get started. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes with my Wet n Wild Fergie eyeshadow primer, and then I used my MAC paint pot in Painterly as a base. And paint pots are really good, especially like the soft ochre or Painterly, because they kind of act as like a concealer, and they will cancel out any veins or redness. In my case, I have freckles, so this really helps to cancel that out. So now that I've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right on into this. The Queen. This is a quad, so it looks like that. So I'm going to use this. It has a matte cream shade, a champagne-y, slightly, I wouldn't say it's like a satin finish, and then it has this burgundy shade, which is also a satin finish, and then a matte black. So because this palette does not have a transition color, I'm going to incorporate some shadows from my Naked 3 palette, since this is a really pinky rose gold type of tone to the palette, and because I have hooded eyes, I have to use a transition color to really fake my crease. So I will be using a few shadows from that. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and for those of you that don't know, the Naked 3 palette looks like this. It's got some nice matte and some nice shimmer, and I love it, love it, love it. I love all of my Naked palettes. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my brow bone. Actually, I'm going to take Strange, which is this matte pinky creamy shade, and I'm going to apply this on my brow bone, focusing mainly on the arch of my brow. Hopefully I'm in frame and in focus. I struggle with this so much. It would be so nice if I had an autofocus camera, but that will be my next. Take Limit, which is this light brown matte shade there, and I'm going to apply Limit all over the crease area. You know, not so fancy schmancy. I'm just going to slap this bad boy on, and we're going to use this as a transition color. So once I get this into the crease area, I'm going to take whatever is left and rub it all over my lid to seal in that paint pot. Now if you want a really precise, sharp line, you can use a shadow shield or Scotch tape. Sometimes I do that, but today I am not. Okay, now I'm going to take Nooner, which is a medium matte brown shade, and I'm going to really focus this and try to define my crease area. So I'm going to press it into the socket of my eye and work it in that area. And I am bringing it from inner to outer corner. Okay, once you get this into your crease, you're going to take a clean blending brush. Today I'm going to use my Sephora crease brush. This is actually a double-ended brush. It has an eyeliner brush on one side. So I'm going to take the crease brush, and I'm just going to blend out any sharp lines so that it has a really nice seamless look. Okay, and whenever you think you've blended enough, blend that shit some more. So you're going to blend until your little fingers hurt. You don't want any sharp lines whatsoever. You want everything to be nice and gradient and really blown out. That's that. Alright. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pinky champagne color here, and I'm going to take it on a flat shader brush. So I think I'm going to use, did I even bring a flat shader brush? No, I did not. Well, what do you know? Alright, so I'll go ahead and use this by the Vintage Company. This is the Step 3 Go Girl Go. It is a shader brush, but it's kind of short, so it's kind of like a shader smudger brush, but I have small eyelid space anyway. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it all over my lids. And these eyeshadows are so buttery soft. I love them, love them, love them. So I'm just going to pat this all over my lid space. And because I have hooded eyes, I'm bringing it up just a tad bit higher so that it's actually visible when my eyes are open. Take another crease brush, and for this I'm going to use my Luxie number 205 tapered blending brush. It's a nice fluffy brush. It's kind of dense, but it's very soft and still very fluffy. And I'm going to go in with this burgundy plum shade right here, and I'm going to work this into, actually, no, yes, I am. I'm going to use this brush. So I'm going to take that plum shade and I'm going to work it on the outer corner and also into the crease area. So I'm going to switch brushes because I don't want this to go too high into the crease. So I'm going to switch to my MAC 217 brush, which is kind of like a shader slash blending brush all at the same time, but it's a lot skinnier, so I have more control on where the eyeshadow is placed. So I'm going to pick some of that up like this, tap off the excess, and I'm going to go ahead and start working this into my crease area. So I'm going to tap first so that I know where it's at. And I have it this way and not long ways because I don't want it to go too far into the crease. And I'm going to bring it almost all the way to the inner corner, all the way out to the outer corner and into the outer lid area as well. Oh, and it's got some fallout, so got to be careful with that. So I'll have to fix that in a second. Okay, so as you can see, I have powder under my eyes. I just used a Barely There loose powder from Sonia Kashuk. Looks like this. It's very dirty because, you know, I use it. But that's a trick you can do if you don't have shadow shields. It works best to do your eye makeup first if you're working with a lot of fallout. You can just put some loose powder underneath your eyes so whatever fallout falls down onto your cheeks, you can just dust it away with the powder and no worries. You can also go in with a concealer later on, whatever floats your boat. Alright, so taking that plum shade now, I'm going to take it and really dab it. Okay, by the way, this is my e.l.f. Defining Eye Brush. So this is going to give me a lot more control on where I place this plum shade. So I'm just going to tap it on the outer portion of my eye, and then I'm going to bring it into the crease. And this is why it's important to knock off any fallout that you have, because you're left with a mess if you don't. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we're just going to slowly bring this into the crease. And when you have hooded eyes like myself, I really honestly wouldn't go too far outside of your, like if you were to draw an invisible line from your lower lash line to the tail of your brow, I would kind of stay inside that area. I wouldn't go too far out, just because with hooded eyes you have to be very careful on how and where you apply your makeup. So just going to finish placing this on the outer corner and crease area. Just take your time. No rush. Now that we have the plum shade kind of placed where we want it, now I'm going to go in with my Luxie brush and just blend out those edges, because like I said earlier, we don't want any harsh lines. We want everything to be nice and seamless, and I'm taking my time so that I don't move the product around too much or take away too much. When working with fallout, I try to not do as many layers if I don't have to. So just take your time and, you know, just really blend out the edge of that color. My Give Crease a Chance brush. Is this the first one I used? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to go back in with Limit, which is the light matte brown shade right here. And I'm going to use this to buff out the top of that maroon color. So just to lighten it up, because I don't want the dark shade to be too high. Now that I have that done, I'm going to take my Makeup Academy. This is the 315 crease brush. This is perfect for people who have small eyelids or small eyes. This is a very tiny crease brush. Take this matte black shade in the Queen palette, and I'm just going to focus this on the outer corner of my eyes. So tap off the excess, because black is not very forgiving. Once it falls, it kind of stays there. It makes a mess. It's difficult to take away once you put it on. So build your color up. Go very, very light and increase the shade to the intensity that you want. You don't want to put too much on, because it's going to be very difficult to take it away. So I'm just going to lightly tap this on the outer corner. Just like so. And all I'm doing is defining the eyes a little bit more by bringing this dark color to the outer corner. So I'm going to put it right on the outer corner, and as you can see, I'm just stamping it instead of like rubbing it all over the place, because I want to go very light-handed with this. So I'm just going to tap, stamp, whatever you want to call it, right on the outer corner, and slowly put a little bit into the outer crease. I'm not taking it all the way in, just right on the outer corner. And then once you've got the color on there, you can kind of wiggle it back and forth. I'm going to go back in with my Luxie brush, if I can ever find it when I want it, and I'm going to blend out those edges so that everything is just blended together. So just working the outer edge of the color I just placed down. And once again, just take your time. You don't want to over blend, because then you're going to have to keep layering. And if I don't have to keep layering, now that we have that done, I am going to go in with my Bella Pierre gel eyeliner in Ebony, and this is just a black eyeliner pencil, and I'm just going to smudge this, not in any, you know, neat way or anything, because I'm going to smudge it out. So I'm just going to apply this to the lash line, staying as close to the lashes as possible. Okay, just like that. So once I have that down, I'm going to go in with an angled brush. This is the I Believe by The Balm, and I'm going to put a tiny, tiny bit of the black shadow on the brush, and I'm going to use this to smudge that liner. Take a little bit of the liner on the tip of this angled brush, and I'm going to use this to very slightly wing it out on the outer corner of my eye. Just like that. Nothing dramatic, just ever so slightly. Okay, so just like that. So now that I have the outer wing deal thing going on, I'm going to go ahead and tightline the upper lash line, and I'm going to apply this to the waterline as well. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the burgundy shade, move Cookie, and I'm going to, she is shaking so bad. I'm going to take this on the, what is this? The Face Secrets Duo Shadow, and this has a pencil type of crease brush. So I'm going to go in with the burgundy color, tap it off because we know this has some fallout, and I'm going to use this to blend out that black liner on the lower lash line. Go in with the Dome Shadow Brush. This is by Sephora and it's part of their professional line. It's just a domed type of crease brush, and I'm going to go in with that Limit shade, that light brown matte color from the Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to further blend out this lower lash line, okay? I want everything to stay where it is, so we're kind of locking everything. I'm going to do my mascara off camera. So for lips, I'm going to go in with this Vincent Longo Duo Lip Pencil, and I'm going to take the Sangria side. Looks like this. It's just a very, very nice, I don't know, brick type of color. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my lips. Of the pencil. So I'm going to go with the Makeup Forever and apply this to my lips. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do my lashes off camera and then I'll be right back. So here is the finished look. I did apply this first shade. I applied that on the inner corner, just here. I didn't put any more on the brow bone. And the mascara I used is the L'Oreal Miss Manga, and I actually did a first impression on this, so I'll link it down below. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the Queen palette from the Lorac Royal Collection. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, and as always, thumbs up the video if you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you liked the talk through, kind of chit chat, you know, hanging out with Jen type of tutorial. If not, let me know and I'll just do, you know, like the music over the video or something like that. But I thought maybe it'd be good to switch it up every now and then. Anyway, don't forget to thumbs up the video and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Mwah.